Alright, we're getting ready to watch Fearless vs. Ice here in BPL Twisted 5 vs 5. It looks like Team Fearless does not have enough players right now. It's going to be a 4 vs 5 if they do decide to play. But in any case, the map is Black Goldville. Oh, it looks like they got their last player. As I was saying, map is Black Goldville. Team Ice gets north, and Team Fearless gets south spawn. Um, each team has their lineup right here. There's a 5-minute delay, so they can't see that. But the looks like Fearless is taking double Progettos, a 50B, a Bat Chat, and a Mouse. That's a lot of firepower in 4 tanks as well as mobility. And it looks like Ice is taking a 113, double 50Bs, Progetto, and an STB. The bans for each teams are 62A, Sheridan, T22, 215B, Foch, 155, and 140. So, as such, according to tournament rules, neither of those tanks will be allowed to be played by either team. Anyways, we'll have to see what each team is doing, but interested to see what the mouse is gonna be doing here. Likely playing somewhere around B area, but who knows? Maybe they could try something by A, or even towards C, completely by C. But again, we'll have to see. A lot of firepower and mobility between each team. The the Progettos and the 50Bs have a lot of potential. Like the 50B recently got buffed to have more reload, or like a slower reload time, or shorter reload time. Um, and that increases the DPM, but more importantly, it reduces the time. Um, Looks like they're already in battle and I didn't get put in. So yeah, I guess we're not going to be watching the first battle. Would have been interesting to see what each team did with their lineups, but I guess we'll have to wait till the second battle and beyond to see. A little bit disappointing, but happens. Well, that battle was over pretty quickly. Um, Ice picking up the point against Fearless. And yeah, seems like it would have been an action-packed game, but unfortunately we didn't get to watch it. Um, yeah, I can't really talk about the battle either. Anyways, looks like Meow is switching for an M60 off of a bat chat. Oh, this Team Ice is taking a 183 this time instead of a 50B, swapping out a Chieftain as well, and a 121. 121 is actually in an interesting place right now in the meta because it got its not only its reload buffed, uh, a patch before or some patches back, but also well, also got its alpha buffed to from 400 to 420, but looks like they're not using it. Anyways, 268 and a 263 in play now. Interesting tank choices, but 263, I've in the time that I play tournaments, have considered using before. Um, but yeah, we'll have to see how each team plays it out. Team Fearless sticking with the double Progettos and the 50B. It's still a lot of upfront firepower, as well as the mouse. Triple tank destroyer strat from Ice. There's a lot of stopping power and potentially push power with the 268 and the 263, as well as the 113. Anyways, here we are. Looks like Team Fearless is going towards towards the A, like caves area. Pretty standard for pubs and that kind of thing. And Team Ice is going more towards C and B, which is very powerful in terms of like caps. Um, each team is gonna have to get onto cap pretty quickly since they're not gonna be really meeting each other. Gold is already on cap for on B cap. Kagan's gonna be providing spotting as well as just like screening for the cap. Um, their Team Ice is gonna get the cap before Team Fearless. Team Fearless is kind of milling about, looking for what their moves are gonna be. 50B takes a shot from Gold. The mouse is gonna be pushing in towards B, potentially providing like a distraction. The 183 is fired as well as a 268. They've probably shot at the 50B. The mouse is taking a little bit of damage, nothing too big yet. But what we see in the background here is the Progettos and the M60 moving in towards B and C, flanking. The 183 is fired, misses the shot in M60. The mouse is pushing in towards B. That doesn't really have cover, except for the Progettos that are now laying into gold. The mouse is just completely bleeding out, taking all the hits. But oh my god, the 183 just nuked the 50B. Massive hit right there. 50B is now down to 413. One shot for pretty much every tank, except for low rolls. But he goes down. Gold has taken a lot of damage as well, and so is the 183. But we have three relatively healthy tanks versus a lot of low health tanks. Now, 183, it doesn't matter what HP is on, he's still gonna nuke the M60. So that puts him down to a one shot. And gets picked off by Kagan. Now we have the double Progettos here, trying to survive and win the game, but it's going to be really unlikely. 268 puts a huge HE shell into the back of Aya. And right there the 183 puts another huge shell, I think it was a max roll, into the other Progetto. Ram kill right there. Progetto finishes off the 183, but it doesn't matter at that point. 183 put in huge damage. I'm pretty sure he did at least 4k that game. Yeah, 4.2k, almost 4.3k right there. In how many shots? 4 penetrations. It's massive damage right there. The 183 just got a few reloads off, and that was all it took. Absolutely swinging the battle in their favor whenever the shot of Hesh connected. Now they went for the double cap strat, so that forced or Ice went for the double cap strat. That forced Fearless's hand. They had to make a move into a 183 and a 268, potentially a very damaging combo. Even with double AP from the 183 and the 268, that's down almost a full medium tank. So didn't even have to risk the hash, but the hash, penning a hash makes an enormous difference. Double leopard strat with ice, E50M, 268, and 113. Very different lineup from what they've had before. We're still waiting to see what Fearless comes up with as an answer. If they don't come back with a win here, Ice will pick up the win, the match win. Sticking with Mouse and M60, 50B as well. It looks like they might keep the same lineup. Ice dropped the player, but that could have been an accident. Or they could be putting one of their spectators in. Yep, that's what's gonna be happening. Progetto readied up for Team Fearless. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, I still have an E50M double leopard, 113 and 268. I'm very interested to see what the double leopards will do. Oh, double 268s now, and maybe dropping a third leopard or the leopard. Yeah, okay. Double E50M, double 268, and 113. Fearless has taken the same lineup, and it looks like the map is still black gold though. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be true. Okay, I guess it is. So same lineup for Team Fearless. They're gonna have to come up with a win here, or they will be eliminated, or not eliminated, but they won't take a point here. E50Ms and 268s moving towards A cap. Gold going towards B, potentially a dangerous play here. He's probably just gonna be resetting B, but that still leaves him very open for being pushed. Not if he goes up though. There he's pretty decently safe, but he won't be able to get resets there. Um, yeah, it looks like we're exiting. Yeah, I'm just gonna exit. Okay, so it wasn't intentional that the map was still Black Goldville. It's actually going to be Dynasty's Pearl. Um, so potentially different lineups here, as the maps are completely different in terms of how they play out. Only dropped an E50M for a 90, a VK90 for Team Ice. Team Fearless finally dropping the mouse, taking an E3 instead. We'll have to see what else they take. Um, double 268 still equally dangerous on almost any map. They can be extremely flexible, and that's what makes them very important in a lot of tank lineups for competitive play. Double Progetto still, potentially double bat, but not yet. Triple Progetto, or they're just swapping. Yeah, double bat, um, readied up. Dynasty Pearl, there's a lot of like good corridors that you can like pop out of and clip someone with, but at the same time, it's really hard to create open space. Like that's what the bat chats tend to be good at. If you're just using them for clip potential, possibly not the best choice, but we'll have to see. Double Progetto, double bat chat, E3 versus double 268 VK90P, E50M and 113. Potentially final match. If again, if Team Fearless does not come up with a win here. Oh, this isn't it. Oh my. Free cam isn't working. Okay, there we go. Looks like both teams are going towards C. Batchat's gonna get some early spots here, but it doesn't. Oh, the Team Fearless has put a Batchat into B. That's gonna force some play here. The Batchat's gonna take a huge HE shell from Zeta in this 268. Zeta takes about equal damage back. Gonna be pushed back there. Potentially not the best trade. They're gonna get the cap off if Tanks Go Chu does not get the shot off, but it looks like he is. Massive HE shell right there. Double tap bad shot, down on 17 HP. right from the get-go. Gets B-cap, but at a huge cost. Each team down about the same amount of HP though. The Batchat's now gonna go for a cap. Uh, the double cap is gonna be forcing. Oh, Tanxo choosing a huge crossfire right here. Getting clipped out right there. Double Progetto and I think a shot in from the Batchat as well, or someone further away. But he's down to a 2-shot right here. He could be picked off depending on fails the HE, but still does a decent bit of damage. Zeta and Gold are moving in from B. They're gonna have the flank of the E3 right there. E3 takes a huge shot from the 268. Gold gonna be trying to go for the kill. Rose is now in a tight spot as double Progettos are going in towards the E50M right there, as well as with the Batchat. Now, they have to pick off the E50M quickly, and that's exactly what they do. Now, they didn't get A cap as I thought they would, and now Team Ice is going to be have the cap advantage. Or not the cap advantage, but they have the cap. Team Fearless can't sit on cap anymore. Gold is going to be going in, making his HP useful. Potentially picking off the Bat here. Bat's going to be clipping out before he dies, but very good tracking shots right there, but he needs to back up before he dies. Actually gets away. Progetto distracted, trying to hit the VK90P. VK takes the shot and kills Batchat. Progetto's gonna be trying to get the kill off here, but he just gets HE'd by Zeta frontally. It must have hit his turret side. Zeta put in huge work right there in the 268. A lot of HEs there. The strat was pretty decent on the on Team Fearless's part, but they just pled way too much trying to get B cap. Not being able to put in enough trades for the damage they took in return, and not being able to slow down the battle enough for the cap advantage to matter that they got. So that's it. Team Ice wins 0-3, and Ice is gonna have to rework their strategy, or Fearless is gonna have to rework their strategy, perhaps.